Okay class, now it is started. Today we will discuss about the e-learning and some learning management tools which you already use in IGNU platform. So in this unit, we will learn about the e-learning. Okay, what is e-learning? Why it is required nowadays? So e-learning is one of the most used term nowadays. It is most used terms on the internet nowadays that describes any form of learning with the help of your internet. It is any form of the learning that is facilitated academically by the electronic means. That is called your e-learning. A learning with electronic mediums. These electronics mediums may be your multimedia, which contains all the multimedia tools with the help of all the multimedia tools. That may be your that is based on your lectures, web-based tutorials, training programs. So all comes under your e-learning, e-learning tools. So there are different activities in this. So e-learning that is defined as the use of your web and internet technologies that is used to make the learning more efficient and easy. So e-learning that is defined as the use of web and internet technologies to create your learning experiences. That is called your e-learning. So e-learning it is use of your electronic media, your ICT tools, information and communication tools. We will use these tools in our education, in learning process. For example, we are learning with the help of Google Meet. It is an electronic platform in which we are transferring the knowledge. And we also use different platforms as we use LMS for this course. So e-learning that is broadly inclusive of all forms of your educational technology in learning and teaching. That is your e-learning. So e-learning, it is strongly supported electronically by the administrative, academic and assessment process. So some of the activities that may be done using such electronic form, using your websites, it includes your providing your multimedia based content by providing some assignments, conducting online tests, your lectures, or your discussion through your web conferencing, any other platforms, and feedback from the students, and the progress report of the students. All is done with the help of your e-learning. These are different terminologies which are used in e-learning. Some synonyms of e-learning includes your that is your multimedia learning. That is also as a multimedia learning. Multimedia is your audio, video, text, image, graphics, animation. All comes under your multimedia. So it is also called your multimedia learning. It is also technology enhanced learning. Computer based instructions, computer based trainings, computer aided instructions, internet based training. These are the terminologies which are used. You can say that web based training also, or your online educations, virtual educations, or learning environments, other learning environments, and learning tools. So these are the different terminologies I compare to, sorry, in the field of your e-learning. So there are some advantage and disadvantage of using of e-learning. So some basic major advantages of e-learning are: at first, it allows you creation and fast update of your online contents. It is an open access to education. It includes your all the programs. You may use the contents at your own pace and your own convenience. It is the major advantage. These online contents you use according to your pace and your convenience when you want it. And it also provides a possibility of your standardization of content, and it can be changed much faster. And it has also the potential of providing new learning opportunities. If you want to learn some new technologies which is not at your place, at your hometown or at your native place, but you can learn it with the help of e-learning. So it has potential of providing you new learning opportunities. New learning opportunities. And it has also the possibility of student interactions. It has better integration of non-full-time students. It is better integration for non-full-time students. Suppose you are already doing some jobs, but and they are not able to continue their educations. So to continue their educations, better integration for non-full-time students. So it has also the flexibility of program courses, program management. You can use your course as your choice. It has the facility for that. You can use according to your choice, your requirements. This is the flexibility of your program and course management. It also allows your creative development of new courses in specific areas. So e-learning brings people together. It allows you sharing their experiences, their thoughts with the help of electronic tools. And it also improved that this e-learning also improved the interaction between students and faculty members, between students and instructors. And e-learning, it brings people together. And you can do also e-learning programs from anywhere in more easier way. You are in different country, I'm in different country, but we are connected with the help of these tools, and you are learning the program from there. So it allows you expanding boundaries and gain knowledge without having to leave home. So the provision of tools to enable students to independently solve the problems. But there are some key requirements for good e-learning systems, because a successful e-learning system depends on the good student interactions, self-motivation of individuals. If you are not self-motivated, you don't want to do any programs by themselves. Self-motivation is more required in such cases because you are doing it itself. And a student has to study in an effective manner. And this is essential as there is no teacher to motivate or drive the students. You have the potential. These are the disadvantages, potential to distraction the and actually learning. Ease of teaching. You can do also that. One more disadvantage is lack of your social interaction and feedback between teacher and students. We are not physically connected here. We have no any other interactions. We are virtually in the network. So we don't have the social interaction and feedback, and lack of your direct and immediate feedback from the teachers. These are some disadvantages of your e-learning. Then some technologies which are used for e-learning. So there are many type of technologies used in education system. So maximum e-learning technologies, that is a combination of these techniques. Actually, these are our multimedia techniques. It includes your audio in the form of audio, in the form of video. The content can be in the audio form, in the video form. We also require computers, tablet, mobile physical devices for connection. We also require webcam. One interactive whiteboard is also required. Some screencasting and blogs. These are the tools, online platforms, some concerned softwares which are mainly concerned for this, and virtual classrooms and many others also. These are some technologies and many other also technologies which are used for e-learning. So there is a requirement of some type of software and hardwares to provide e-learning. These softwares are and hardwares. So for creating the e-learning, we require some editing tools, some authoring tools. This is a basic requirement for generating e-learning content. And hardware is required, personal computers are required, workstation is required, some digital camera is also required to prepare this content, camera recorders, video camera recorders. These are the basic requirements which are used to create the e-learning content or e-learning material. And how will you offer it to other? How will you share this information to other person, to the other end? With the help of some web servers, some streaming servers, and the hardware required, that is web mainframe servers, and one user, which is your end user, which is accessing these courses, these e-learning tools. How will he access? At the user end, there is a requirement of our web browsers from where it will be able to access the web browser. Also require some plugins. These are some supporting applications which are required for some tools. So to access these e-learning contents or models, a user wants some web browsers with plugins. And the hardware part is personal computer is also required. Any other machines such as mobile phone, smartphones, internet tablets, pocket PC, these are required for accessing these e-learning contents. This is the basic of e-learning. What is e-learning? What are the advantages and disadvantages of e-learning? And some basic software and hardware requirements which is necessary, which is required for this. The next is your LMS. That is your learning management system. All of you know the LMS because you learn with the help of LMS. What is LMS? It is a learning management system. A learning management system that simplifies the process of your administrating education. and training. This definition is given by Horton at 2000. So learning management system, it is a software applications. It is a software application for the administration, for documentation, for tracking, reporting and delivery of e-learning content, education courses or programs to the learners. This is our learning management system. So a learning management system LMS is a software application. Actually, you have two type of softwares, application and system. It is a software application for the administration, documentation, tracking, reporting, and delivery of e-learning contents, education courses, and programs to the learners. That is your LMS. The next slide is the history of this. So in the early 90s of the faculty members were struggling to retain students who didn't have the funds and because family obligation. So at that time, Tom Walker, one educationist, he knew that there had to be some kind of tool that would enable and people to communicate with each other without being the same place at the same time. Because before that, we already used the internet. So learning management system, LMS, also sometimes known as your course management system, CMS. So learning management system, that is you are also known as your course management system. So LMS, it is a software application that is required for administration, documentation, tracking, reporting, and delivery of your educational courses, your training programs, learning and development of new programs. So the learning management system, it concepts emerged directly from e-learning. Basically, the goal of LMS is to provide all the content and to evaluate and to track and to deliver the courses in the online mode with the help of e-learning tools. So it is used to describe software tools that are designed to manage user learning interventions and provide access to online learning services for students, teachers, and administrators. So it is used, the LMS, Learning Management System, it is used to manage the online content and administrative distance learning process. So it allows us to create and support the unlimited number of online learning process courses that can be accessed by the students all over the world. So then we use the LMS. Actually, there are different phases to make this e-content. Basically, there are four phases: analysis phase, design phase, implementation phase, verification phase. To generate this, to create this. So analyze phase requires you identifying the learning objectives of the development of the content for the target audience. What is target audience? That are the learners, according to the learners, according to the target of development is done in the content. This phase also lists the financial, technological, and time constraints for the e-learning project. It also enables the identification of the gap between your expected knowledge and the target audience and what they should know after going through the course. After the user requirements, your storyboard. That may include your concept flow, your text, graphs, audio, video, animation, multimedia data. Here you design the basic questions that must be answered by the learner after going through the learning content. You also design the interface, interactivity. Then you implement this. You have done a blueprint for that. After that, you implement. Then you design the live course materials. You may take help of various experts for different fields to make the content. You may use some experts, graphic expert, content expert, some designer, web designer. After implementation, the verification of the content can be tested to determine if it is conveying what it is expected to convey. So it will also be used to check the usability features of the product. Then this is uploaded in the LMS learning management systems. Then the learning management system. This application that administrates and documents, tracks, reports, and it delivers this e-content. This is educational resources, either your training programs, learning development process. It is also required for your online quizzes. It's also done with the help of this. Some course documents, repository, Dropbox, Mailbox. These are. So, what is an LMS used for? Why LMS is used for? That is one of the most important questions. Why we using LMS? So at a very basic level, learning management system is centralized, deploy and measure learning activities. It supports a variety of your internal and external corporate use cases. It includes your first one is your employee onboarding. So most common LMS use case is to support new employees with their initial onboarding. It brings newcomers up to speed of your company's learning culture by providing them the opportunity to consume relevant materials with the help of different multiple devices. And they contribute their knowledge. It's also used for your employee development and it is to support the training and development of current employees. Within the LMS, courses can be assigned to ensure employees acquire their right job skills. So this is also used for employee development. And sometimes it is also used for your training. It can also be used to make your employee receive any mandated training, manage recurring certification and training programs. We also use these LMS for some certification and some training programs. So this centralized approach, it mitigates the risk and helps to avoid the potential regulatory compliance issues. LMS is also used for your sales enablement. So LMS is also central to enabling your sales at a larger scale by preparing salespeople with the knowledge they need or what they needed. So this platform also speed up the boarding so that new hires can start selling sooner. We also use for that. We also use LMS for customer training. Many organizations use LMS for their customers. This is especially common for software and technology companies who need to effectively onboard users. so that they can use their product. Ongoing customer training will also provide as a partner training and member training. For partnership programs, for partners, we also use these LMS. It is used to amplify the membership value by creating the centralized content and facilitating engagement among your members with digital e-learning. For so many purpose, we use LMS. These are some LMS platforms. Some open source platforms are your eTutor, eBazaar. These are some open source LMS platform. This is eTutor Bazaar, Boddington, Rosebow LMS, Free3. These are some open source platform, LMS platforms. On the right side, these are the commercial platforms such as Angel Learning, Apex Learning, Blackboard NC, eCollege, Learn.com, in which you pay some amount. SAP Enterprise Learning, Server Software, these are the commercial. Then which system is ideal? Which LMS is called ideal? How will you measure that this platform is good? This platform is ideal. So a robust LMS should be able to do the following. A ideal LMS must have a centralized and automated administrations, like as your IGNU LMS. The IGNU LMS provides complete information to you. I mean, use self-service and self-guided services. A ideal LMS assembles and delivers learning content rapidly as required. It is already in the system. It consolidates the training initiatives, and we personalize the content according to the time and enable knowledge reuse. And it effectively communicate learning, meta learning goals to the students. And assessment is managed so effectively in the ideal LMS. And it is easy to use and compatible with the variety of web-based platform because the different users come from different backgrounds. So it must be used and compatible, easy to use. And it supports the portability standards and enable knowledge reuse. If any LMS have following categories, then we can following characteristics, then we say that this is an ideal LMS. Then there are some key functionalities of your LMS. These are the functionalities of your LMS, learning management system. It will have some student registration and administration part. It also have your training, event management, scheduling, tracking. It have your curriculum and classification, certification managements, some skills and competence management, reporting, the training record management, coursework, different types of courses, collaborative contents, content management, programs, publishing, workflow. These are some functionalities of LMS. How this LMS will work. This is the workflow. This is the workflow of your LMS. In the first step, in the first way, here, the coordinator, the administrative part, the coordinator, it schedules the courses. At first, in the LMS, the coordinator, it schedules the courses. Then, this course is, in the second term, this course is published to the learners. At first, coordinator will schedule the course. After that, the course is published to the learners. Then, In the third step, learners search for available courses. Learner will search that which courses are available according to their requirement. After that, the learner books on the courses. He will join that course, and then the manager approves the client's, the learner's request, and then facilitator prints the attendance registers. Now the learner attends the course. Now learner can attend the course. Then facilitator updates the attendance register which he is maintaining. Then the coordinator sends the online evaluation to the learner. This is the workflow of LMS, Learning Management System. This is the workflow. From the scheduling of courses to the evaluation of the learner. This is the workflow of any LMS. These are some LMS tools such as Caroline. It allows teachers to write a course description, publish documents in any format, administrator, public, and a private forum. It is also used to develop learning paths, creates groups of students, prepare online assignments, and publish announcements. And it is translated into 35 languages. Second LMS tool is your OLE. It is your open source LMS, which is also your multilingual online translation tool. Have flexible course systems. It also offers your Wikipedias, wikis, single page with integrated voice system HTML editor, file dialog elements to discuss papers, questionnaire for course evaluations. One more LMS tool is your A-Tutor. You have also heard about this A-Tutor. This LMS, it boosts a variety of useful features ranging from email notifications to file storage. It is user-friendly and easily accessible. So this is an ideal match for those who are firstly joining the e-learning systems because this is very user-friendly. It also offers a wide selection of themes to speed up the e-learning course development process. Next is Academy. It is completely free open source for educators and e-learning facilitators. If you want to its premium version, that it a small fee is you charged for that. So it features your e-learning courses, catalogs, e-learning assessment tools, your mobile Android applications for educators who wish to develop mobile learning modules. So for such type of courses, Udemy is used. One more tool that is called your Froma LMS, Home LMS. It forms the skill gap analysis, trade analytic and reporting. Froma LMS is packed with a variety of features. Actually, these tools, different types of tools are developed according to the target audience, according to the customer requirements. One tool which is useful to you, that cannot be same for any other user, other learner. So this tool is ideally suited for your corporate training programs. It offers an active online community where you can find advice, some tips, tricks to get most out of the open source tool. For the such type of system, this tool is used. Next is Dokios. This is powerful, easy to use, and full-featured learning management system where your e-learning needs. It is only LMS that integrates FD and EMA compliances. So different types of tools are used according to the audience. These are other tools such as Document Manager, Author. So the platform for the most complete learning management systems. These are different tools, and there are some standards, some rules for e-learning also. These standards for e-learning, we need some e-learning standards for that are used to enable the interoperability of different platforms, accessibility and reusability. For these things, we have some standards for e-learning. The first is your IMS Global standards, International Marketing Statistics. It is a non-profitable standards organization that is concerned with your establishing interoperability for learning systems and learning content. Its mission is to support the adoption and use of learning technology worldwide. This is the goal of IMS Global. Its mission. Next standards providing organization is ELML, that is e-lesson markup language. It is an open source XML framework for creating e-lessons using XML with the help of XML markup language. Next is SCORM, that is your shareable content object reference model. It is a collection of standards and specifications for web-based e-learning. It defines the communication between client-side content and host server-side system, that is called your runtime environment. It also defines the content that you package into a transferable G file, the SCORM. So this reference model, it is a software model that defines the interrelationship of your course components, your data models and protocols, rules and regulations such as the contents, objects are shareable across the system globally. So it integrates industry specification from many other organizations such that IEEE, IMS. Yeah. The goal of SCORM is provide accessibility. Content can be identified and located when it is needed and as it is needed. That's the goal. Interoperability. Content will function in multiple applications, environments, software, hardware configurations, regardless of the tools. And reusability. The content is independent of learning context and can be used and reused for many different learners. And durability. The content does not require modification to operate a software system or change or upgrade it. This durability. So this is the goal: accessibility, interoperability, reusability, and durability. This is the goal of SCORM. Next is Moodle. That is modular object-oriented learning environment. Moodle. It is a free and open source e-learning software platform, also known as a course management system or virtual learning environment. The website of Moodle is www.http://moodle.org. The creator was Martin Nunes. This is the some key statistics of this Moodle. So I will discuss some features of this. The feature of this is site management, user management, course management, assignment module, chat module, quiz module, forum module. All modules are in this Moodle, either from client side or administrator side. Different activities, assignment submissions, discussion board, journals, blogs, web pages. These are the features in the Moodle. Why we use Moodle? because it is highly available, because its availability and its scalability is very large, largest model, very huge, and usability. Its interface is very simple and powerful. Interoperability model supports type authentications, stability, and security, durability. With these features, we use models. For example, suppose imagine Moodle as a platform that comes with a great set of bricks. Imagine that this is our Moodle, a great set of bricks. Okay. On this platform, we can have different foundations called courses. In this platform, we have different courses. You can see this is an example, and this is where we put our bricks. This is a board where we will put our bricks. Bricks means different types of resources, activities, modules, plugins, block filters. Suppose now imagine we have four basic things with four basic color bricks. We use what we do, we store, we communicate, we evaluate and collaborate. Okay. In this sorry, we can what we store? We can store first phase. First is store. Second is communicate. First is store. Then second is where communicate. Third is evaluate. And fourth is collaborate. So in the store, what we can store? We can store files, web pages, folders, links, database, LMS package, portfolio, labels, anything. We can store anything in the storage phase. In the file, we can store virtually any digital documents, image, audio, video, text file. In the first, in the web pages, we can store also different types of web pages, HTML pages, embedded hyperlinks, images. We can also build up some folders, name, organize, also store that. Some data cut access time with direct to one click link. Some files. We can also create and maintain a portfolio and documents. We can build a searchable repository also, files, images, geotags. Some LMS packages where also insert some place, learning objects, SCOM, embeds. We can also keep things clean and organized in labels. Then next is communicate. First is store, then communicate. We can communicate through with the help of how can we communicate? With the help of forums, chat room, messaging, your dialogues, calendars. So we can run class discussions, debate, peer classes, interview, FAQs, role play, question answer sessions, notice board. In the forms, in the chat room, we have instant communications on that spot problem solvings. We also send and receive some private instant messages, email notifications. Also have in-depth private one-to-one conversations. And we can subscribe to blogs, forums, Wikipedias, wikis, external sources, all the courses. Then we elaborate collaboration. We can collaborate through different platforms. We can collaborate through wikis, blogs, glossary, social networking sites, forums, database, lessons, workshops. We can collaborate through all these things. For example, these are the example. For example, such as wikis, brainstorm, design groups, Pedia, track. We use this. We have also students who publish, reflect, clarify, keep notes. We can also provoke and moderate the students to debate, guide discussion, curate, and want can see for some peer contributions. We can find and connect and share with people with similar interests. Jointly, you can create and store and search class collections, revision sheets, photos, galleries. We can also list off some useful websites, book reviews, and so on. Then we can evaluate. Next is evaluation. First is storing, store, then communicate, then collaborate, and at last communicate. We can evaluate with either we can evaluate with the help of quiz or grade, either choice with the help of assignments, some scaling parameters, some survey by giving some ratings, some grade book feedback. With the help of these, we can evaluate. We can check and build understanding with the multiple choice, true calls, true false, close essay, drag and drop, short answer type questions. We can grade also A, B, C, D. We can grade them. We can quickly and easily gather opinions and permissions, selections, votes. You can write and submit online, offline, feedback, grade, resubmit, upload, and more files portfolio style, assignments with the help of assignments. Then you can create your own feedback formats to evaluations. We can also use some surveys, use preset survey questions to check on the way of constructive learning, some opinions, self and peer evaluations. We can run competitions and some grade cards, grade books, have all grades in one place. We communicate, we cumulate scores, penalties, notes, customize and permissions. So we can have as many bricks as we want in that board. But we can get many other compatible bricks too. So we have nearly 400 other compatible modules, plugins, blocks, filters, activities for this. So we can arrange the bricks that fit in any way that suits the educational and business purpose. So e-learning, LMS can be used in any ways that suits our user requirements, that suits our educational and business purpose. According to your purpose, according to the client side, you can use this. We decide who gets and does in courses on the basis of rules. We decide who gets in, does what is our course, and for that reason we have rules. So admin can do and edit anything on the site. Which they have administrative power. He can do and say edit anything on the site. And what will teacher do? Teacher can do, see and edit anything in their course, only their course. What will student do? Student can do it, see and edit the course as assigned by teacher, assignment parts. And guests can only look in the parts allowed, which types of courses and programs are available, what is the content. He can all see, he can only look at that. And permissions for parent or any other role can be specified, all the permissions according to the requirement. This is page of your Moodle, home page of your Moodle, in which you have to register yourself. This is the home page where it is requiring your age and country, your location verification. This is an open source learning platform. You can see some policies and notice, privacy notice and consent in that. After that, This is a new account registration form. You will make a new account in your Moodle. After making an account, you will find out some different communities, courses, different tools in Moodle. For example, this is one Moodle page. This is also one Moodle where we will log in. You write down your username and password, then to log in. These are the courses. You will search the courses from here and you will find out different courses, different universities in the Moodle. The next, this is the example of your LMS. It is your learning management system. This is a LMS of your IGNU. It is a IGNU LMS where you access the source code with different books and content. In this LMS, we have different course categories. In the LMS, you can see in your IGNU LMS also. This is the e-learning and LMS in the as your syllabus. So as your syllabus, we have discussed almost everything. Okay.